Welcome to this week's episode of The Breakdown. I'm Mike.
And I'm Austin. So first off, we want to apologize to everybody for not having a show last week. We were unable to put together a show because of a scheduling conflict, but we're back this week, and we're looking forward to making great shows for you moving forward. And definitely stay tuned next week. Next week's going to be our big NFL draft show. We're very excited. Hopefully we're going to put together our mock draft for you, and currently we're trying to secure a guest. So stay tuned for next week's show, NFL Draft.
Absolutely. So our first topic that I really want to talk about, and we usually do the start of the week, but we're just going to jump to the topic because basically what we're about to talk about...
He is our start of the week.
He is the start of the week.
Yeah.
So the first topic I want to talk about, Tiger, man. He did it. Tiger is back. He's winning a major. And this might be a bold question, but I have to ask. Is this the greatest moment in sports history?
Look, that's such a tough question to answer. I think it's definitely up there. Look, what Tiger did this week was nothing short of miraculous. It was a tremendous performance. I thought I would never see it again. I know there's a lot of people out there that thought they would never see Tiger Woods win another major, but he did it. He came back after everything he's been through, and I know for sure it was definitely the biggest comeback in sports, without a shadow of a doubt.
I mean, over 10 years, 11 years not winning a major. I mean, injury after injury after injury, just stacking on top of each other. And he's been able to, the last 2 years, he's been able to stay healthy, and look what happened. He finally did. He won another major, his 5th green jacket, I believe.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, it was such a good moment. I don't know if you, when he won it, I just felt good. I was like, man, this is just a great moment. But greatest moment in sports, it's a huge moment, but I don't know if it's the greatest moment in sports, because there's sort of like 19 of the U.S. hockey team winning the gold medal, beating Russia. I mean, that was a monstrous moment. That was a moment where a nation came together.
Look at Michael Phelps, 18 gold medals.
When he set the gold medal record, the shot by Michael Jordan in the finals, the catch by Dwight Clark for the 49ers in the Super Bowl. So, like I said, it's a great moment, but I don't know about the greatest sports moment.
You can even throw, like, Muhammad Ali, some of the moments he had.
Rumble in the Jungle.
Thriller in Manila. So, like, it's tough to say greatest sports moment, but it's definitely up there. I know me, my inner child came out on Sunday, man, and look, there's nothing sells sports like Tiger Woods, man. People that don't watch golf, don't follow him, and really don't have a say in the game, they were glued to their TVs watching the greatest of all time do something that nobody ever thought he would be able to do. And, it brought back a lot of memories from when I was a kid watching him fist pump and roar his way around Augusta National.
Oh, it was great, because he was the reason I got into golf. I'm sure he was a lot of the reason
definitely for me too.
Most people got into golf. Just the dominance of it. And over the years, that's another thing, too. When Tiger got kicked off his throne, everyone was kind of wondering, all right, there wasn't no, like, all right, who's going to No, it was like, who's the next Tiger? That's what I want to know. Who's the next Tiger?
First it was Rory, then it was Jordan Spieth, and now Justin Thomas. There's only one Tiger Woods. There's only one.
Only one. And there will never be. As proven, Rory McIlroy won a couple majors. Jordan Spieth had that 1 year where he won 3, but really hasn't, he's been good. He hasn't been bad. And then last year you had Brooks Koepka, won 2 majors, which is good, but Tiger levels year after year wins a couple majors.
If you look at all the major championships, like you said, the names you just threw out, like Brooks Koepka, you got Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, Rory McIlroy, even guys that are playing, Francesco Molinari playing great golf, Tony Finau played great golf. That leaderboard was loaded with nothing but major champions, and it just goes to tell you that that's how big of an accomplishment this is with the competition that he was going against, and that was the biggest knock on Tiger Woods this whole time during this comeback. A lot of people were saying, man, can he compete with the young kids? Can he compete with the big guns? And they kept saying, we want to play against the Tiger of old. We want to know what it's like to play against that Tiger. Well, folks, be careful what you wish for, because Tiger Woods is back. And look, I'm going to make a bold prediction. This will not be the last of major championships. I don't think this will be the last one.
I see one another one. No, I'm not going to say he's going to win this year. But if he stays healthy, who knows? Like,
I can see
you saw how he looked if he stayed healthy and he's sending the ball well.
Here's another question. So, everything this man's accomplished, and it's been a debate, not really a debate, but a lot of people, analysts have said, this same question about to ask you, but with everything that he's done in his career, all the accomplishments, do you think winning his 15th major after 11 years is his biggest accomplishment?
I think so. Because I think, for himself, now he might answer differently. He might say, well, my first was but I feel like for everybody else, it was. Because like I said, nobody thought he would do it again. Most people now, there's people like, oh, I knew he was gonna do it again. Come on now.
Yeah.
And most people thought he wasn't gonna find a way to do it again. He did. He dug it. And I've said this late in his career and everything he's been through. I mean, I feel like it is. And just look at the reaction he had. I feel like it was more of a celebration of relief. Like, I finally am back. I finally got back to where I was.
Like, Sunday afternoon at the Masters was something like I've never seen it before. And look, I watch the Masters every year.
Red shirt, black pants.
I'm a big golf fan. I play golf. I played golf in high school. And look, on Sunday, watching him walk off the course after winning his 5th green jacket, and the crowd, this amount of people, the noise they're making, the chants for Tiger, that was incredible. I literally got goosebumps. It was something like I've never seen before in any sport. And we're talking about this is the greatest moment in sports. It's the greatest moment for me watching a sports event. I'll tell you that much. Now I'm thinking about it because I have never felt that way about any event while watching it on TV. Literally, I felt like I was there. The emotion that you saw from him, the emotion you saw from the crowd, him hugging his family, the iconic hug, him hugging his dad in 1997 after winning the Masters, coming off the course, and then he hugs his son. 22 years later, I mean, it was a great life moment, not just sports. And I just want to say this too. Look, what Tiger Woods did Sunday, yeah, it's great for sports, and Tiger Woods sells. And I'm looking forward to seeing how TaylorMade and Nike benefit from this from a marketing standpoint. That's gonna be interesting because nothing sells in golf like Tiger, and golf needs Tiger. But I just want to say this: it's bigger than sports. This showed that no matter what happens in your life, whether you get kicked, you get knocked down. You think that you can't get up and walk. You literally could not walk. And there's a lot of people out there who are going through stuff, and you think you can't get up. You think you can't continue. I'm gonna tell you, this shows that no matter what, if you believe in yourself and you keep fighting, you keep getting up every day, you keep doing the things and staying the course, that you can rise too, and you can come up and do something great, just like Tiger did on Sunday. It's about more than just golf. It's about more than just sport. It's about life, and I think that's a great lesson that we should tell people and take from it.
That was beautiful, man.
Thank you.
That really touched me.
Did you have a tear?
A little tear. Just like Roman cried on Sunday after him.
Yeah.
That was huge.
I can't wait for the ratings to come out, though. I'm really interested to see, how...
Oh, man, they're probably through the roof. Oh, my gosh. You probably had almost every person in the country watching on Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you saw. Did you see the Red Sox? They posted it on the screen during their game, and the whole crowd was not even watching the baseball game. They were watching Tiger on the screen, and it said Tiger Woods 2019 Masters win, and the crowd just erupted. I thought that was one of the cooler pictures that I had seen. But, so kind of moving on. Talking about Tiger a lot, man. I'm excited about Tiger. But look, kind of moving on, I want to talk about some NBA playoff basketball. As you know, NBA playoffs started this past weekend. A lot of great matchups. Some upsets happened.
A lot of upsets.
So far, most of the teams, every team so far, as of tonight, have played 2 games. I just want to ask you, out of all the things that have happened so far in the playoff, what is your biggest takeaway? Who's the team that you think, has done a great job?
I'll be honest, I don't think they're going to the series. But, man, the Clippers coming back from 31 down, that was fun to watch. Playing lockdown defense. Montrezl Harrell playing great basketball, 25 points, 9 for 9 shooting. Lou Williams being a baller off the bench. That was exciting to watch. I mean, I hope they won the series just because it'd be cool. Because they're just one of the teams. They don't have a star player. They're just a grit and grind, and we're going to give it 110% all phases of the game. That was fun to watch. And then you have the Nets, Game 1, D'Angelo Russell, carrying that team to win. Man, I'll tell you this, Damian Lillard is really good at basketball.
Yeah.
Portland being up 2-0 on the Thunder, that's been good to see too.
I got to say, I'm a little surprised by that series. He's been dominating Russell Westbrook so far.
But defensively. He's been great offensively.
He shut him down.
One of my favorite plays in that game is when he shut down Russell Westbrook, and he gets a little like this, and he gets the ball, and then he drains a 3 from 5 feet behind the 3-point line.
Dude, that's what I don't understand. They're literally, right now, Damian Lillard has Steph range.
Yes.
And they're just they're staying back, and he's just like, okay, shoot it. And then he knocks it down, and everybody's like, damn, man. Damian Lillard's having one of the best playoff, so far, one of the best playoff runs that I've seen.
Oh, yeah, and I think they're going to win the series. Portland, I think, is going to beat them.
I think they will.
I think OKC is going to take one in OKC, but I'm going to have Portland win in 5. I think they're going to take one in OKC and then win Game 5 at home.
I think it'll go 6. I like Portland in 6, but look, I think this is a big deal. Look at Portland. Another thing, too. They got embarrassed last year by New Orleans.
They really did.
They got embarrassed.
They were the 3 seed.
Was the 6 seed. They came in and they put a whooping on them. Drew Holiday shut down Damian Lillard, shut down C.J. McCollum. I think maybe Damian Lillard's he's
on a mission this year.
He's a little PO'd about it. That, look, we got embarrassed and this is my team. We're not going to lose this year.
Absolutely. And, a lot of people wanted to knock him down after Nurkic went down for the year. But a lot of people forget, now, granted, he's not so much worse than Nurkic. He's all right, but, they have Kanter.
Yeah, that was
a very serviceable center.
Yeah, now looking back at it, that was a huge move they made to go get Kanter.
Yeah, just imagine if they didn't make that move.
Oh, yeah.
They would be in trouble.
They would have had no size.
They have no size. They'd have Zach Collins and Myers Leonard.
Yeah.
They're not Kanter or Nurkic.
Right. I think Kanter had a big game in game one. I think he's really kind of he's an energy guy too.
They don't need him to do much.
No, just rebound and play good defense. And Lillard and McCollum are going to shoot it.
They're going to be the offense.
Yeah.
So they don't need him to do that much. And then another one, like I said, going down the upset too. Orlando winning game one, but I think that was more. I hate taking away from teams, but just look at Kyle Lowry had no points in that game, and he's supposed to be the number 2 option on Toronto.
Okay, so what I took out of that game was every year we say the same thing. Toronto's great in the regular season, but they're still Toronto.
It's mostly just Kyle Lowry's a regular season.
But look, they thought, we're going to trade DeMar DeRozan, we're going to fire Dwayne Casey, who's last year who's the best coach in the NBA, won the Coach of the Year. They're going to fire Dwayne Casey, they're going to trade DeMar DeRozan. To a lot of dismay from Toronto fans, and they got Kawhi Leonard. They thought it was going to be different, and they're still the same team.
Yeah, they're still a 2 seed, which is what they really have been. They came back and won game 2.
They did.
So, and I still think they're going to win that series.
So kind of piggybacking on going down the line, we're looking at some of these matchups. What are your predictions? Who do you think? I know we just predicted Portland. You said if you have them 5, then Toronto.
I'm going to say in 6.
In 6. So kind of going. So let's go Milwaukee, Detroit.
Milwaukee sweeps.
Sweeps. Okay, that was pretty easy. Boston.
I say Blake Griffin's out for the entire series.
Yeah.
Pistons have no chance.
They can't guard Giannis. So right. I agree with you. I think it's going to be a sweep. Boston, Indiana, which has been a tough series so far. I know Indiana's down 2-0, but it has been a tough.
I wish the Pacers had Victor Oladipo because as a team with Victor, I loved them. They're another grit and grind team. I think Victor Oladipo is one of the most underrated players.
I think so too.
In the NBA, yeah. And then I like Miles Turner, but Miles Turner needs Victor Oladipo. He can't expect him to lead that team.
They have a lot of good complementary players. They just don't have that star.
Right. That's why they need Oladipo. And I still think even with him, they would need another piece to compete for a championship. Like right now, with Victor, they're at a point where they would be good. Like they're good enough to win a playoff series, but that's pretty much it as of right now. So I think if they get another big piece maybe in the offseason, they do. But I'm gonna have Boston. I'll say Pacers maybe steal one, because they've been grinding the last few. Like both games have been competitive so far. Boston's barely edged them out. I'm gonna say Boston wins in 5.
All right, so kind of going down the line. I think Indiana will steal one. I agree with you. I think Boston wins in 5. They just don't have enough without Oladipo. And look, they're both their games. I think they scored 74 points in game 1, and then tonight they scored 91.
Right.
So they have their offense.
Their defense is playing well. Like game 1 only gave up 82 points.
Yeah.
And then
I think it was 84, 74.
I think it was 84. Yeah, I know it wasn't a lot. So defensively, it was a really good game. And then tonight they gave up 99, which in today's NBA that's all right.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty good.
So going down the line again, Philadelphia, Brooklyn. Who you got?
As much as I would love to go with the Nets because I love
It was a huge upset in game 1.
But I think that was the loss Philly needed to kind of wake them up because I feel like they've
come
in and we're like, listen to the Nets. We're not worried about series 1. We're worried about moving on after this. So I'm going to say Nets are going to get one more. I think they win one in Brooklyn. But 76ers won in 6. I feel like that loss was the loss they needed to kind of wake themselves up and get back.
I agree with that. I think 6 is a good number. I think Brooklyn steals another one some point during the series.
I think so too.
Definitely a team on the up and up though.
I was just about to say that Brooklyn's on the up.
They're on the up and up.
They have a lot of young players.
I think they have one of the best coaches in the NBA. They play really hard for Kenny Atkinson. I think they're definitely need a couple more pieces. Maybe look at free agency like Alex Vucevic. Julius Randle, Tobias Harris.
They'll have the money in this offseason.
Yeah, they should be fine. They've definitely done a great job recouping the assets from that bad.
I feel like they're a team that they don't really obviously a star would be great. You'll never say no to a KD, but if they can get out Tobias Harris, a good player.
They're a gritty team. They play with a lot of grit. That's what Atkinson's mantra is. He wants a team that plays hard. They play defense. They play very strong. I think they really play kind of like a Memphis Grizzlies grinded out pace.
Back in the day.
Yeah, so I think if they don't need a real star, just get players that fit that mold, like a Tobias Harris. Fit guys that fit that system.
That are going to grind. Another big name. I feel like everybody's forgetting this name is Vucevic for Orlando.
Yes,
huge. very sleeper free agent this
I think he'd be a
offseason.
good fit with a team like Brooklyn. I know they have Jared Allen right now, but I think a guy with the same style that Vucevic plays with, I think would be a great fit for them.
Yeah. Now Vucevic, he might stay with Orlando. Orlando just making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to be there
Definitely
for
a
this
possibility.
but we'll see. But I love Vucevic. I feel like he can really help a team if he goes to the right situation.
Yeah, I agree. Denver, San Antonio.
Oh,
This was a tough one.
that was a tough one because why? I mean, it's Greg Popovich. The Spurs could be an 8 seed, and they're tough.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they play their heart and guts out. I don't care who's on that team. They got the worst, like, from a talent standpoint, roster in the league, and he'd find a way for them to make the playoffs. But Denver's just got so much talent. You know what? I'm going Denver. I'm going to go Denver in 7.
Okay.
I feel like the Spurs are just going to grit and grind their way
So
to
this is
7
going to be the
games.
first one we disagree on. I think Denver's a really good team, but I like San Antonio on 7.
Really?
I like San Antonio. I think San
Yeah,
Antonio, they have the
like I said,
experience. I think Denver not making the playoffs last year, this is pretty much their first run at it. You got DeMar DeRozan, who's been there, done that. Popovich has been there, done that. So I think San Antonio I think they're going to take this year. I think it's going to be a tough series. 7 games, I think. But I think, Denver is really going to learn a lot from this. They're a young team. Jamal Murray. They have a lot of great young pieces. I think Nikola Jokic is one of the most underrated players in the NBA. So I think they'll take a lot from this, and then next year they'll come back a better team for it. So I like San Antonio in that one. And we did Portland, OKC.
We both agreed that Portland's going to move on.
Yeah, in 5, right?
I say 5, yes.
Houston, Utah.
Houston 5.
Houston
Utah's
5.
Utah's got a lot of good players, but
They're not to me. They're not as good as they were last year. And
Yeah.
that's why I agree. I think I have it in 6. I have Houston in 6. And the final one, we just mentioned it. Golden State
I love
Clippers, and then the
but
Clippers
just-
come back 31 points down with 7 minutes left in the third quarter to come back and win. I went to bed. I gave up on the game, and I woke up the next morning and saw that Golden State had won, and I was like, man, what happened last night? So who you got?
Warriors in 6. I think the
6?
Clips, yes.
Okay.
I think the Clips are going to grind it out another one in LA, but the Warriors, I mean, just it's way too much.
I'm gonna
talent.
go,
even with losing Boogie, which I mean that's a huge loss. But I mean, look, they still have 4 All-Stars, even with losing Boogie.
Yeah, so I have Golden State in a 5. So moving on to the second round, we're gonna have Golden State, Houston. Who you got?
Golden State,
Portland, Denver.
Portland.
So we have a Portland Golden State semifinal. Who goes to the finals?
I'm gonna
Wait,
Warriors.
who goes to the Western Conference Finals? Sorry.
Warriors just have yeah. Well, no, that is Western.
That is
Conference
okay. So yeah,
Warriors
Golden
versus
State,
Portland,
yeah.
and then Warriors would go on to the
All
finals.
right. And who you have out of the East?
Just to go through everything, I think the Bucks. Bucks with just Giannis, Middleton, Lopez, Brogdon, Bledsoe, Mirotic. So much talent, and I mean Giannis is playing MVP basketball.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna have Bucks and Warriors.
I'm agreeing. Who you got? Bucks or Warriors? I'm gonna be bold. I like Milwaukee to win. I like them to pull off the upset. I think Golden State has cracks in the foundation. I think KD has a foot out the door. I think Boogie going down really hurts them with a size standpoint. Who's gonna guard Giannis in the finals? I think the Milwaukee Bucks break up the Warriors franchise in the dynasty. Milwaukee in 7. You heard it here first.
I'm gonna go Warriors in 6.
That's
I'm just saying, there's no wrong to say.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Well, as you just heard, there was 2-minute warning. I thought it was a great discussion
Yeah,
about the
definitely.
NBA playoffs. I'm always excited anytime the NBA playoffs come around. So moving on to our fan question. We have a question from Mike. Not me. There's more than one Mike. Not me. No,
okay.
different Mike.
Okay. Whew,
Different
I feel
Mike.
like you're gonna ask the fan question.
No,
I'm
no.
a fan. All right, next question.
No, it wasn't for me. So the question for Mike is, will Tiger pass Jack Nicklaus' major record of 18? Keep in mind, Tiger's at 15 and Jack has 18.
That's really tough. I think if he can stay healthy, I think 10 years, he has another 10 years. He's 43 right now. I think he has another 10 years of good competitive golf. He doesn't hit as far as he used to. And look, if he stays healthy over that 10 years, I think he definitely has a chance. I'm not going to go on a limb and say he will break it. I think 15 is a huge accomplishment. And for me, if he never wins another major ever again, I will always remember the 2019 Masters and his 15th, and that'll be just fine. He's still the greatest player of all time, in my opinion, whether he breaks the record or not.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if he can stay healthy, that's the biggest thing. Can he stay healthy for the next, say, 6 years? If he can, I mean, I think there's a chance. I mean, I feel he's going to win one more major. For me, it's without a doubt he's going to win
I
one
think
more
he'll
major.
win another one, yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's just a question about his health. If he can stay healthy, I mean, there's a chance. Like,
I mean,
there's
look
a
at
chance.
from a longevity standpoint, Phil Mickelson's older. He's still playing well. A guy like Vijay Singh, he competes every now and then in majors. I think, from a age standpoint, I think he still has good golf left. Like you said, it's all about the health. And hopefully he stays healthy and he'll be able to win another one, and we'll be rooting for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rooting for him. So, well, usually we have a buzzer. Our buzzer just broke, so that would be the end of our show. We want to thank everybody for watching. Like we said, next week's show we have a huge draft show, so stay tuned.
I just want to say real quick too, we need to talk about on this show. Maybe next week we'll discuss it a little bit. David Griffin, new Pelicans Senior Vice President of Operations. Definitely want to give a shout out to him. I think it was a great hire, and we'll see you next week. And hopefully stay tuned.